Just when you thought we just ended the stream, I hit the wrong fucking one, and now we got the intro going. So, hello everybody, and welcome to the Jake4D after party. And in here with us already so far, we've got the guest of honor tonight, the one who pulled my ass out of the fire because I didn't have anyone scheduled for today. Jake4D is with us, and my brother from the other coast, Mr. Canadian Oliver, is with us. And apparently the somehow, I think, 1/16th Canadian Irish Swede is with us as well. And also Michael Earhart. It's the French connection. Okay, and Mikey is around, but he is, I think, as you probably heard him mention, in the interview section of tonight's fiascos, he was making a pot roast, so he's probably carving up the roast right now and having a little bite to eat. So he will be joining us, though, eventually, unless, of course, his wife goes into labor
these days. Pot roast.
Yeah, well, you get a pot, you put a roast in it, you make it, right? So,
bam, food.
Or you can roast some pot if you want.
Roasty potty, potty roasty.
Yes, stay tuned because I will be twisting up a doobie. And Stephanie Holmes, I see that you are out there in the chat, and I have sent you a link if you want to jump in because you missed the last one. We missed you too, so you should probably jump in here. Teach everyone how to mend a sail, because that's what she does. All right, yeah. Well, first again, I'm just going to say a quick thanks to the guest for bailing my ass out and coming on the show. Even though we had talked about it a long time ago and it never happened, we finally made it happen, Jake. So you demand tonight,
I am glad to be here. It's always fun, always good times.
Yeah, fuck it. Well, you know.
Can I ask what time you knew you were going live?
Yeah, of course you can ask.
Well,
that's a hole in the wall, in the ground, and if you turn it sideways, you get a tunnel.
Okay. Or you get a tunnel with a straight drop.
A wormhole.
Those belong in apples.
Yeah, I knew that we would be going live tonight about 7 minutes after 4 when Jake finally answered the message on Twitter.
Cool.
So I had to run back in here and set everything up. Yeah. And so probably didn't show up in your algorithms till like almost fucking go time. So
I was checking right around 9 o'clock and it wasn't there, and I said, okay, you must not have a show because you couldn't get a guest. And I went and did something else for 20 minutes.
That was when the one of the elders was using my restroom, and I was having a chat about my computer with the other one. It's okay. I don't feel bad because they took a couple of phone calls from their other elders while we were having our conversation.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they do this Thursday night. Well, they go to this place that does this Thursday night. Everybody eats for free. And they said,
"Where's this?"
Yeah, I don't know. They were saying that they don't know who provides the food, but they always come out there and help them set up. So this truck pulls up next to the Elks Lodge, and they unload the truck and the trailer and all that, and help them set up. And then if there's anybody there who wants to eat, including the missionaries, they all come and eat. But they said they don't know who provides the food, so it might not be the church.
I heard it was American Atheists.
I mean, why not?
And it was spiked with poison.
How about some LSD?
No. Yeah. Yeah. So we got quite a few folks there in the chat. Hello, everybody. If you guys have questions, if you want to throw our way, just pop them in there because I pay attention to the side chat just in case there's anything that we need to do, this kind of thing with, right? Like where I accidentally hit the outro rather than the intro. So
intro, outro.
It's better than hitting go live while you're still setting up and forgetting that the camera and the microphone's on.
Yeah, and you start saying dumb shit like, those suckers that watch my channel.
Or you do something that just skirts TOS.
Yeah. No, and that, by the way, that's not really how I feel, guys. Just so you know. Just using that as a bad example.
He's live right now. He won't say this.
No, that's right. That's right. That's right. Oh, there's the lovely Stephanie. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Hi, Stephanie.
Good.
Doing all right. Everything seems to be working like perfectly. Like, unlike the last couple times we were in here, where you had that whole robot-y thing going up and wavy down and stuff like that.
Give it time.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
That's true. That's true.
I'm getting
All
down
I
on my
gotta do
knees
is switch
again,
mic.
Neil.
All I gotta do is switch mics, and when the
There it goes.
I'm getting down on my knees again to kiss butt. Stephanie, you do a great job moderating over there on the line. There, see the kissy marks again.
That was not me. Those points. Don't blame me, Neil. That was not me. Did Neil inform you about the drinking game, Jake?
I can't remember. No, he didn't say anything about it.
Every time you hear a coins noise, you're supposed to take a drink.
Oh, okay.
I just.
Well, that means I better get prepared. Water, at least something.
That's it. That's water.
And it's going crazy. What the hell, Neil?
Yeah, I spoke to.
Your phone's
spoke
going
to
crazy.
Arden today. He's supposed to be on Tackets at some point in time. Next month, this month, next month. I don't know when. Whenever Lord Jimmy decides to make a break for it.
Yeah.
See, I opened my mouth too fucking soon, and
What?
of course your microphone is doing that thing.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, so Hadrian is watching the after party right now. You can only do Saturdays. Let me know if you are available, and I will confirm the date. I will let him know that I have this Saturday available.
Yeah.
Saturday.
I mean, or it was Neil.
Yes.
They tokes instead of drinks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Stephantasia, abso-fucking-lutely you can. I highly encourage it. Like I said, you'll be seeing me roll one up too, pretty quick here. So yeah, I was pretty stoked to find that out. I was talking a little bit about this before we went live that Villa Bianca and Eric Murphy are moving to Portland, Oregon.
That is cool.
Shit.
They got the house. It's already all set up. So in about 6 weeks' time, they'll be moving up to the Pacific Northwest, which means that I can drive down and hang out with them anytime I want.
Hell yeah.
What are they going to be? About a 6, 8, 10, 12-hour drive from you? What?
But no, like 4.5, 5 hours.
Oh, that close. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Portland isn't really that far. Is it Portland?
About 5 hours, 5.5 hours, give or take. It's a little bit further than I would have to go up to Summerland to see my biological father, and because I do that in the summertime also too. I go and hang out with him for a couple of weeks and annoy the shit out of him and make him feed me and stuff like that. So
I used to drive for the blood bank, and
nice.
We do the trip from Seattle to Portland every day, and yeah, it's about 2.5, 3 hours, give or take.
Yeah.
Depending on
it's only a couple hours from here to Seattle, so there you go.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
Together.
5 hours.
A 6-hour drive for me is about anywhere in Nova Scotia or the northern end of New Brunswick.
There you go.
That's
5-hour drive for me is from here to the George Washington Bridge. Exactly.
Okay. Wow, cool. I've never been to the George Washington Bridge. Does he actually still hang out there?
If you don't like hellacious traffic and huge tolls, don't go.
Yes, I've heard this before.
Time for some, the famous statement during, what was it, the 2016 election from Chris Christie, governor of New Jersey. Time for some traffic trouble in Fort Lee, New Jersey. Still got the weird mic thing going on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
It's weird that how that works. I don't actually get that.
I don't know either because it usually never happens with earbuds. But
It sounds like a what do you call it?
Sounds like voice modulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Voice
at a
gate.
loss. I don't know.
Sounds like a voice gate. It's cutting off the voice. Like when you start talking, the volume is really low. Then it catches up to where you are, and as you end talking, the voice gate shuts off too quickly.
It is gated.
Oh,
And it just slurs the last word that you're saying all the time into this.
No,
Chris,
that's the coin, Solly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that'll do.
Ding, coins.
So how do you change your profile pic on StreamYard?
How do you change? Okay, you have to have a couple loaded up. But in the lower left-hand corner above your picture, you see the dots?
Yep.
Run odd edit avatar, I believe.
Do you
There we
pay
go.
for StreamYard? Because if you don't, you can only have one at a time.
Yeah, I
What?
don't.
No, I don't pay for it, and I got like 9, dude.
You got to pay for it to get those.
I never paid for it. Now StreamYard's going to ban me.
You spoke too soon.
I don't remember. Maybe I did pay for it. I don't remember ever paying for it. So,
We'll clock it up to you being high and not remembering.
okay, we'll do that.
Got to figure out what time zone this guy's in, so we can.
Hey, there it is.
Yep.
We do it at the right kind of time for him.
And if you go into the one right above that, edit name and headline, you can give yourself the little headline underneath your name like the rest of us have.
Yeah, I was thinking about adding a headline, but I wasn't sure what to put in.
Well, that's
Make it
up to you. Come up with one.
Well, yeah.
Put in no, the D doesn't mean dicks.
No D.
But yes, I have 4 of them.
4D.
Keep Neil's phone on, I'll get baked. That's awesome.
I that's the whole point of these episodes for me. Let's go. Listen to the coins, smoker.
I don't know what's going on with this microphone thing because I was on Oz's stream yesterday for quite a long time, no problems. And then I'm on streams all over the place. Whenever I get here, I think it's always
still happening. Just
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You must be kidding.
I think we'll just fucking deal with it. We'll bear.
I'm
we can still
wondering
hear
if you have
you.
Yeah, we can still hear you and make out everything you're saying. It's just right at the last syllable of whatever word you're saying at the end of the sentence gets stretched. It sounds weird, right? So, but do you have any type of program running that assists your mic that might have like
No, I don't.
settings on? Okay.
Try turning off echo cancellation and automatically adjust.
No, just
Go on.
Yeah.
Voices
It-
from the fourth dimension.
The automatically adjust mic volume, it sounds like it.
Yeah, I might be a little
It could be
soft.
something like that.
In the
You
stream
probably hear me way better now.
Here we are talking about all the weird technical stuff. It must be so much fun for the chat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, the chat should get in.
We had
heat.
30 people watching. Now there's only 9. No, I'm kidding.
You add those together, 39.
39. We had
Well, I'm
800
thinking, where's Mikey at?
billion people watching.
But he would have texted you if he was on the way to his hospital.
Maybe.
Oh, he did text me, dude.
Oh,
No, he's not on his way to the hospital. But
okay.
he did text me. He says the wife and him are eating some dinner and going to watch a little bit of something, and then he's going to join us in a little bit. So
They're gonna watch the after
company
show.
tonight. Yeah, maybe. I can watch YouTube on my TV, so I can just actually fucking tune that in and watch. Let's watch ourselves. We're not doing anything. What's going on?
We're waiting.
Welcome back, Stephanie.
Welcome back.
Well, hello everyone. Is that any better?
Yep.
So far.
So far.
Yeah,
So far.
Okay, let's give it a
So
whirl.
far, so far, so fine.
Undercover
lo-fi.
Swede. A Canadian A with a question mark. I didn't even see that till just now.
What's that?
Stop perpetuating the stereotype, Ollie. You hoser.
You don't have to perpetuate the stereotype. My
older.
sister lives in Canada South, and she sounds exactly like you guys.
Everybody lives in
You.
Canada South, sweet.
No, Canada South is Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Oh, okay. 90% of Canada's population lives within 10% of the southern border. Something like that.
Like 10
It's
kilometers of the
ridiculous.
border. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our population populates the bottom of Canada. So in
Yeah.
Canada, we're technically, most of us are Southerners.
Makes a lot of sense with Alberta.
Yeah, that's
Canada.
Canada's
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
the Texas
Oh, yeah.
of Canada.
Oh, yeah.
And they're trying to I think they're trying to repass that bill or something where they want to make Texas its own fucking country or some shit.
No,
call it
they can't
Texit.
legally secede, and so they're.
I know. It's a pipe
They'd
dream.
never
Grocery
survive.
signaling of a sort.
You can totally legally succeed as long as it gets you the votes, and you can change your mind later.
Yeah,
It's about them donations, man.
that's right.
We are going to do our
Alright.
best to secede. We are going to threaten and threaten and threaten until they give in to our demands, and then we won't.
Were
You familiar
around
with
today?
the horseshoe theory?
Yeah.
If you
I've
go
heard of
far
it.
enough south in Texas, you'll get to Canada North, so they got the same values.
Right. Yeah. Politics are
Back
on a
in-
horseshoe.
Back in the 70s, there was a
My
I was just
movement
referring to
afoot to for Maine to secede, join New Brunswick and the rest of the Maritimes as the nation of Acadia.
Yeah, and at
Very,
the west,
very small movement in that direction, but
Also, that doesn't make a lot of sense as far as the horseshoe with Canada because southern Texas is all blue.
Yeah.
Well,
The border counties and Houston, that's all blue.
I just meant if you go far enough south, you end up going north around the globe, and
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah,
true
that's
horseshoe
a long way
politics
south, too.
symbology
We're gonna-
is that the far right is just like the far left. You'll find the same values. Isn't that the true horseshoe politics?
that's what they say, but it's false. You don't
Yeah.
find the same values. You just
I don't find
similar
Democrats trying to
tactics.
genocide the trans community.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's true.
plus which the
Yeah.
Earth is flat, so you just run into the wall of ice. you
Don't
know.
go there.
I thought you fall off.
Yeah,
No flat Earth.
shush,
Well,
shush,
but-
Ollie. We all know how you feel on this subject.
I sent you a haiku tonight,
Just
Neil. Did you read it?
I did. I saw it. You want me to read it? All right, I'll
If
read
you
it.
Share
want.
with the class.
Here for your listening pleasure. Hang on, let me find it. Canadian Ollieman's Stoner Haiku for the evening, folks. If you believe me about the Earth being flat, you'll like carbonation.
That's fitting.
All right. Ollie.
But I didn't go there.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
So,
it.
Jake, here's the question I ask everybody
Yes.
new on the program. You are now known as Phil, the ruler of heck, prince of insufficient light. You can now curse somebody with a minor inconvenience for the rest of their life. What is that minor inconvenience? And who would you be cursing?
Oh, that's Interesting.
My example of a curse, if you need one, is the person you curse, both sides of the pillow are just two degrees too warm all night.
Oh, that's evil.
Exactly.
I thought you said minor curse.
You got him sleeping on a hot rock.
That's a good one.
To give you another example, mine was anytime you move to a new room or from inside to outside, if you wear glasses, no matter what the temperature is, they always fog up.
That's
Or the other favorite one I've heard is every time you put a new pair of socks on, you inevitably step in water.
Yep. Within a couple of minutes. Yeah.
Within a couple minutes.
or you got to get those. What is it? Polyester or polypropylene? Suck the water off your feet and put wool socks on there over top.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Polyester, not polypropylene. That's
I can never remember which one it is. It's poly something or other. It wicks the water away from your feet.
Polypropylene.
Technically,
Polypropylene.
polypropylene is food safe antifreeze. It's not ethylene glycol.
Ah.
Mikey advised me that a bone is damn near not a bone, but antler is damn near indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
He's been chewing on that now for over a week, and all he's done is discolored it at that end. And that's about it.
That's crazy.
Oh, turn this off. This will make noise.
Are you throwing him the antler?
Yeah, I throw it there. I got about I don't know. If you're actually down there 15, 20 feet away, there's a 12-inch gap that I can hit the hallway, and then the bone will go all the way down the hallway down to the bedroom. So, unfortunately,
Ollie talking about throwing his bone down the hallway.
Yeah,
I'm away for
I
a few minutes.
more than the whole
Hi, Mikey.
Hola.
Hi, Mikey.
So,
Did you enjoy the supper or dinner?
oh yeah.
When
When we were watching Carnival Row, did you guys see that?
Yep.
Season two is out.
Is it?
Yeah.
No way. Okay, I got to check that out. Also, History of the World Part 2 is out now too.
They, I think season 1 of Carnival Row came out like right
2 years
before
ago?
right before the pandemic started. It was like 2019, and then like all the movies got shut down, and I was like, oh man, we were just waiting on that to fuck up for season 2 to kick off, but I don't know if I like it, man. It's weird. It's very murderous. Like everyone's just stabbing each other. I was like, what the fuck? Why is everyone stabbed?
Well, it's a big
I'll be back.
it's like there's a lot of social shit in that for sure. Social inequalities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty well done, and the way they did it was in your face enough, but not over the top in your face enough, right?
Right.
So I thought it was really well done. I enjoyed it myself.
You're talking about season 1 though.
Yes.
I'm talking about season 2 though.
I thought you were saying you were watching season 1 and now know that season 2 is also out.
No. We watched season 1 when it came out, and then
Gotcha.
and then the pandemic happened, and we're like, oh, it's coming, and then everyone's just stabbing everybody. I'm like, why? Why does everyone have to get stabbed?
Because Sideshow Bob.
Exactly.
So you missed an opportunity, Mikey. You should have told Neil that you went to the hospital and we had to take bets on.
No, I wouldn't.
We don't joke about that.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have actually. I wouldn't have actually come back.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't have come back like that.
No.
Well, baby's delivered. All right, guys. What I miss? Where we at?
Quick delivery.
Yeah, our first one was from the time we went into the hospital to the time he was born. That was 42 hours.
What?
That's
Yowzer.
a lot.
Well, my wife had preeclampsia, and so they had to control her high blood pressure on top of trying to get her induced.
She's
The high risk doctor walked in and goes, "So what are you guys doing this weekend?" Because it was a Friday, and we were making jokes about stupid stuff that you don't do when you're pregnant, like, "Oh, we're gonna go hang gliding, and we're gonna go," you know. And he kind of looks at us dumbfounded, and he goes, "No, what do you think you guys are doing this weekend?"
Yeah, what do you think? Let me rephrase that.
trick question.
to which my wife replied, "We're gonna have a baby." He goes, "Yep, you're checked in. Go down to the other side of the hospital, and they're waiting for you." Because when she had her blood pressure taken, it was like 200 over 110.
What?
Oof.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah, that's why.
Wow. That's not normal, though, is it?
That's
No.
way high.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I meant normal
No.
for like pregnant people.
Pregnant people
Normal is
should-
normal.
Pregnant people shouldn't have higher blood pressure.
That's what I thought. So yeah.
Your blood pressure shouldn't
Yeah,
be
it's called
maintained around the
preeclampsia, and it's not good.
110 to 120 to 70 to 80-ish.
For 42 hours sounds like a nightmare, sweet. My wife was 22 and a half hours, 23 hours almost.
I mean, for the vast majority of it, it was just trying to control her blood pressure, because until that was controlled, every time she had a contraction from what's the stuff that starts with the P that they give you?
Pitocin.
Pitocin.
Okay.
It's called Pitocin. That's what induces
Pitocin.
you.
Pitocin, yeah.
And then, so they gave her that, and every time she had a contraction, Anders's heartbeat went from 160 clear down into the 90s. And so that was a major issue. So we were trying to balance this whole blood pressure with contractions and Anders's heartbeat and all this other stuff.
HR.
So yeah, that ended up being, we went in at like 2:00 in the afternoon on a Friday, and he was born at like 6 in the morning on Sunday.
Wow.
You know, I'm going to say something, because you haven't been in a stream in a little bit there, sweet. I got to say, your voice almost sounds like it's almost 100% back to normal.
Yeah, I'd say it's about 90, 95. I still can't raise my voice at all. I can't yell. And then if I talk for an extended period of time, it'll break like I'm a 14-year-old again.
See, now if I was one of your kids, I would be doing everything in my power to make you want to raise your voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did with my dad. My dad had surgery, and the only thing, he couldn't speak at all. So the only thing you could do is you remember those little cardboard things you could have with the plastic that went over, you write on it, and then you rip it up, and then you could go down to write on it again?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen those things?
Yeah.
Well, he would be like frantically writing mad stuff at me, and I'd be going, and he'd have to rip it, and then he'd write again. You little fucking bastard. So, I thought it was the best thing ever.
So what's
No, they got the same one where you just click the button on it and it erases.
Yeah.
you gotta? So everybody, what's the top 10 sing along songs you can think of? Because I mean, if I really just want to like hold a boombox outside of Sweet's house with Sweet Caroline on it and wait for the bop bop bop, he cannot resist.
And that's what my pellet gun's for.
Ow, ow.
Do you shoot Mikey or the radio?
So good.
Yes.
I'm not Meg the Stallion. I'm not Meg.
So
I live in stand your ground state, so
So if I have to pick, I think I would choose an itch that moves when you try to scratch it.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I asked him, Mikey, for
the heck?
context. That's the answer to the "He is Phil, ruler of heck" question. An itch that moves every time you try to scratch it. That would be.
You know, that's not even
And
funny.
I would give it to
Jake,
all of my
because
old
it's happened to me.
bosses because them.
Yeah, I think somebody else thought of the itch where it itches is not where you need to scratch.
Oh, you gotta scratch some other random
Yeah.
body part to scratch the itch on, like your knee.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? Come on, come on. And it moves every time, so you can't memorize it.
Yeah. Your left knee is not your right elbow.
Would it be a minor inconvenience if somebody, as a prank, every time you bought a tube of toothpaste, they emptied it out and put preparation H in it? Would that be?
Oh my god! No.
That could possibly
like rub A535.
That could hurt you.
Yeah, that could actually kill you.
Yeah.
Then all your teeth fall
all
out.
right,
Too.
fine. Take all my fun away.
I mean, they'll be able to.
Better call my mom. Probably. Let her know.
I'll be right back, guys. I got to call somebody. Hello. Yeah, don't use the toothpaste. Don't use the toothpaste.
Put the Colgate away. All I can hear is all these dogs chasing that fucking antler.
It's not the antler's way too loud. I got the Kong.
Oh.
Wait. The Kong.
Yeah.
Kong.
Yeah, I'm glad the Kong makes his footsteps quieter versus the antler.
Not really. He's destroying the Kong, though. He's ripping it apart.
We're not hearing that. We're hearing the So.
Clip the fucker's nails already, will you?
I clipped them just a couple of days ago, dude.
Weird fact, they grow.
They do.
My favorite Instagram idiot post of the day was somebody who had a picture of a whole bunch of deer antlers, and they were making some type of sculpture out of deer antlers. And some vegan who doesn't know what the hell they're talking about, got all pissed off, like, "Oh my God, how many deer did you have to kill to get all those antlers?"
Because that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Do they know that they fall off?
No,
I guess not. Apparently, being vegan doesn't exactly charge your brain, does it?
No. I actually got to convert somebody away from veganism.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Yeah, I told them exactly what land looks like and how much we would have to clear to feed everybody if we went to veganism, and how deadly it is for like 98% of every animal, insect, whatever else you can think of on the land that you farm to make quote unquote vegan food.
Yep. That's what the one guy says. What about all the mice and the voles and the snakes and the rats and the rabbits and all the other little animals that they don't seem to give a shit about?
Are you saying it would take
water that
more
you have
land
to
than we're
do?
using?
Because if we have to expand our farm ground into any other farm ground, into any other arable land, the arable land that we're not farming today, we're not farming for a reason.
Yep. That's right.
Overall, I would expect it to take less land though.
No, because the techniques such as like the fish waste, I don't remember what it's called, aquaponic system, is not vegan because you're using fish in a captive environment. So if a vegetarian were to say to me, we could do this with the whole aquaponic and use a lot less land and go that route, I'd be fine with it because you're not lying to yourself about how much land you need to use.
All right, hear me out.
The other thing is you would also lose lots of foods that you can't eat anymore if we were to go to vegan, such as like 96% of all avocados don't qualify as vegan. Because for them to be grown, you have to transport insects into non-native areas so that they can be pollinated.
Oh, and what's aquaphonic?
Aquaponics is a system in which you have a water tank with fish that you feed. They, in turn, produce waste. The water that feeds the plants gets cycled through that, and the fish waste becomes fertilizer and feeds the water. The plants then fertilize or filter the water that gets pumped back to the fish. So you have this, circular cycle. It's basically
like hydroponic
water
with,
cycle that nature already
fish. It's like hydroponic with fish poo.
Hydrofish pooponics.
Hydroponics with fish fertilizer or fish poop fertilizer.
Yeah. So you can do that, and you can probably, I think you like if you did this with The only equivalent, I don't think we can do this with corn yet, but I think the equivalent is like today, some of the very, very, very best farm ground, say in Northwest Iowa, that can produce 300 bushel an acre, pales in comparison to the per acre production you can do with aquaponic. So it's something in the neighborhood of 2,000 to 2,500 bushel an acre.
I have a solution. What if?
Me too. Right here. It's called water.
What if we ask the aliens for help? Can we sell some of the carbon dioxide?
Giorgio Tsoukalos, we don't need you.
I mean, we could. What if they really want some carbon dioxide? Maybe we could sell it off. You know, we got a lot of extra.
The aliens are afraid to come help us out because they watched January 6th.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not the thing that set them off. It depends on how long they've been watching.
I think Hiroshima is what set them off.
Yeah, let's say the chattel slavery.
They'll nuke themselves.
Let's stay the
they
fuck away from
their own planet. Us and on the Ferenginar, we did a lot of stupid stuff, but we never irradiated our own planet.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know that they said the Voyager, on its way outside of the solar system, came across some unknown object. So they say, anyways. I don't know.
Oh, it came across a giant wall of fire too.
Look,
yes,
you went and mentioned that, Neil, and you lagged out for a second. NASA's interfering with your picture.
Getting too close to the truth.
Neil's
the man.
Yeah, we're gonna find Neil down in Area 51.
Yeah, perhaps the Greys could help us out with this carbon emission problem. What?
Yeah,
what did you guys do?
Anyways, so this object they found at the edge of our solar system was a great big sign put there by the aliens. Do not stop here. Keep going.
But yeah, I did watch the video from, I don't remember who put it together, but the giant wall of fire that it ran into.
They came during Comic-Con and no one noticed, so they went home.
That's funny. I love those time travel episodes to the 90s. They show up on the beach in California, and they're like, why did we bother changing? We could have come down in our uniforms. Nobody would have freaking noticed.
Yep.
Galaxy Quest.
It's V'ger now.
Galaxy Quest, Star Trek.
Speaking of V'ger, which is from Star Trek, if you guys don't know, but there's now, I think I think they tried to make it canon or something like that. V'ger was the birth of the Borg.
Alien cannons.
What?
V'ger.
Who did that? When did they
Which
do
was
that?
Voyager, that they found V'ger in Star Trek. And they're now saying that it was because of V'ger was the reason the Borg came into existence.
That doesn't make any sense.
Something on V'ger became sentient and infected a being, and the Borg were born.
But it doesn't make any sense because V'ger crash landed on a planet full of artificial intelligent life already, and they imbued it with additional intelligence, so it couldn't have been V'ger.
Well, they're saying that's what they're trying to make it like. That's part of the canon that V'ger was the.
They're trying to say V'ger corrupted those artificial life forms, and they became the Borg type thing.
No, they became the little shit that the nano probe thingies that they plug into you when they hit you with the Borg crap and turn you into a Borg.
The old Borg juice.
So other beings that came in to investigate the area got hit with this stuff and started the Borg people.
But that would only mean that the Borg have been around for a couple of hundred years on the other side of the universe.
Well, if the V'ger were
for galaxies, not the
V'ger's small enough where it couldn't get caught up in those subspace eddies, like on DS9 when they took the light ship.
Yep.
So it could have got caught in a subspace eddy and gotten to a wormhole.
I hate when that happens.
And
it's great though if you're stuck in traffic.
Well, no, it's like waiting for a train to pass.
As long as that wormhole went backwards in time too, as they could theoretically.
Our wormhole.
We missed the wormhole. We're on I-43 North in Wisconsin now. We missed the wormhole.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah.
Flashback to Dumb and Dumber. You drove 400 miles in the wrong direction.
So when we're assimilated, is that our Borg's day? Do we get party and cake? Only for you, Dave. We are Dave.
It's an
We
assimilated.
are all Dave.
Dave's not here, man.
None of them.
Oh, fuck.
So when I was working at Subway right out of high school, one of the girls there who was still in high school, she was headed out to a AA meeting with her friend on the island. So they come on the island and they're going through and it's dark.
Giggity.
Freezing.
And they pass by the fire station and they go down this road and they're like, oh my god, it's dark and it's haunted out here. I knew it was haunted. We shouldn't have come down here. And they go down. Then all of a sudden they pass the fire station and it's on their right instead of their left now. And they start freaking out like, oh my god, we went down a haunted road. You know, they left the island. They never made it to the AA meeting. And my response to them was, keep in mind you were headed to an AA meeting when you got lost. I mean, they say AA is the best place to get alcohol.
Well, yeah, but it sounds like they are kind of the same people. They had the people who get lost convention and no one ever showed up.
Procrastinators fair tomorrow.
Yeah. We're gonna start tomorrow. Was that sweet?
Isn't that like Stephen Hawking's time traveler convention?
Yeah, that's right.
This one time at AA camp.
Or the Over Talkers convention. On and on and on.
What?
On and on and on.
It's never stopped.
Isn't that there's that fucking annoying as shit song too. It goes on and on and on, life goes on and on and on. I can't remember the guy's name. Tree something, I think. I can't remember. They have that video of him riding around on a super tall tricycle, which is so funny. Oh man.
You know, I sent you that music video because I thought you would be impressed. Wasn't the case, apparently.
Psychic convention. You know where. Yeah, I always thought that was kind of funny. Why do they have to advertise psychic fairs?
Yeah, they should not have any ads in anything.
Nope. I was driving down the street, and there was a psychic shop. It's all boarded up now. Like, tell me you didn't see that coming.
Yeah, you can't claim to be a psychic.
Canceled due to unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah. Nice point.
I'd just like to see him once and say canceled due to foreseen circumstances. We did it anyway.
Yeah. So I'm worried about my spider.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
He was molting, and then he came out and he was wandering around, and he was watching the crickets that I put in there, but he never really went for one. And then he went back into his little walnut hide thing. For a while there, he was hanging out of the front of it, and it was super cute because his little fuzzball hanging out of the front of his little walnut hide. And he's gone back in, and I haven't seen him now for a few days. Like usually I can see him at least moving around in there, so I'm kind of concerned. I might, I'll give him till the end of the weekend, and if I don't see him in that space, then I'm gonna have to pull that thing out of there, and he may have died. I don't know. Maybe he didn't quite make it through the last month. I don't know.
Get out of his last skin. 'Cause don't they die if they can't get out?
He should have been able to get out. I've done everything as you're supposed to do. I had a humidifier going on. It was over 60% humidity in there. I kept it warm by leaving the light on there, which gives them a little extra warmth. So everything worked the last 2 molts. So I don't know why it wouldn't work this time.
What kind of spider?
McKinnon says the spider's missing and you're this calm?
McKinnon's already got the gas can, pouring it on the couch in the living room. Nope.
They say they're fucking cute. You guys, come on, seriously.
It's moved into the pile of Lego boxes behind you, Neil.
Some of us maybe even have the spiders as villains in the Skyrim. We have to use the mod that changes them to something else because the sight of them creeps us out too much.
Change them into kittens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when that giant kitten comes for you, you know what it really is.
No.
Giant spider.
I refuse to
dressed
know.
up as a kitten. Yeah, I don't know.
So they say when a spider is smaller than your hand, you leave it put, or when it's bigger than your hand, you throw it out. In Australia. In America, if a spider is smaller than your hand, he owns the room. If it's bigger than your hand, he owns the house.
I've seen a picture of a spider from Australia that killed a snake.
Yeah.
Snake got caught slipping.
At that point, you burn the continent.
They tried that back in 2020.
That's right. That's right. I saw some pretty crazy videos from that fucking when Australia, the continent, was on fire. I saw some pretty heartbreaking videos, but some good ones too, of people going out into the outback there with their bottles of water and holding them there for the koalas and stuff that were stuck out there and giving them water and stuff. That was really cool.
The problem is that the fires got all the native species. They didn't get the non-native, feral camels that are a big problem out there.
Mm-hmm.
Who keeps letting loose animals?
I think the feral camels are from World War One.
There's been some camel murders recently, right? Some dude got his head chopped off by a camel.
Holy crap.
When do camels know how to use an axe?
I don't know what's happened, but the dude, I guess he was abusive to the camel, and the camel just snapped and
grabbed an axe.
No, these camels in Australia
humped to death.
I guess that's when you switch to Marlboro then.
Maybe.
Hey man, Parliament's all day.
You Forrest Valkai?
Yeah, of course.
He put out a YouTube short the other day. Freaking kangaroos will drown you.
Yep.
Forget being kicked by a kangaroo; they'll fucking drown you.
Yep. They will go out into the water and lure your ass out there. Not humans, because humans aren't dumb enough to go out there with the kangaroo, but other animals trying to hunt the camel will go into the water after the kangaroo, and the kangaroo.
Have you met an American Republican?
And held it underwater. Well, yeah, okay, fair. All right.
Touche, salesman.
Did you ever
Have
see
you
the
met
video?
an American with hope?
Not these days.
What's
Did
hope?
you ever see
I'm
the
not familiar
video
with
of
this
the
word.
kangaroo that had a hold of the dog, and then the dude walks
dude
up there to
punched
save
it?
the dog and punches the kangaroo in the face?
Yeah.
It's fucking
Fucking
hilarious.
clocked him.
they were boxing. Yeah.
No, well, he punches the kangaroo right in the fucking jaw, bam.
Yeah.
The kangaroo just kind of stops. He's looking at him did you just fucking do that?
You just hit
Look
me.
on his face, right?
Yeah.
Let go of the dog,
Let go
though.
of the dog, though. Yeah. So it worked.
He hit me right in the face. Ow.
Don't knock kangaroos out, says McKinnon.
Who
It comes right down
a
to
shoe?
Pretty fucking
Who
hurt.
really
That
throws a
reaction.
shoe?
Oh yeah.
Honestly.
Just my mom. Oh yeah.
Chunka.
Yeah.
Austin, yeah.
When in doubt, knock kangaroos out.
I think I remember that meme getting a lot of more traction when either Iraq or North Korea threatened Canada, and they're like, "Who threatens Canada?"
Nobody that's smart.
What kind of monster?
Hey, number one, they beat the United States in a war. Number two, every other world war they've fought in, like every one of their battalions has been known as the one that kicked the most ass. So don't threaten Canada.
We shot down the Red Baron.
We may not win against everybody, but we're going to fucking hurt you.
And then you'll say sorry.
He only beats us because
I could be wrong, but there was a couple big tragic ones too, though. I think not at D-Day. Once they started moving in through Europe, I think like a Canadian troop just got, I can't remember the story, but there was some tragic stories too.
Well, let's not tell those, shall we?
No, the tragic stories are even more horrific for the other side.
Yeah,
There are stories of Canadian battalions in World War I that got wiped out, but they killed like 6 times more, enemies as they were going over the top.
What was the one where they tried to go over a bridge too far? They made a movie out of it, but whatever campaign that was,
Over the bridge.
Well, that's Market Garden.
Yeah, Market Garden. That one. That's
Marcus Garvey.
There was something happened bad at that. You could look, I think.
Well, they went and they paratrooped in, and they paratrooped over a little too far, and they on the other side of the river, and the Germans had already blown the bridge.
I thought they were the ones who were shot just coming down in parachutes. No.
No. Probably some
weren't
of them
allowed to do that.
No, but they did.
Isn't there rules?
You weren't allowed to do
that. You can't just shoot a dude hanging in the air.
War, dude.
They did.
Totally. I know. All's fair in love and war.
If you want to know the most disgusting part of the paratrooper of D-Day was when Germany flooded a whole bunch of fields when they figured out what was going on. And it was like 5 feet of water when they broke the levees. And so the paratroopers would land in 5 feet of water with 150 pounds on their back.
Yikes.
I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, there are rules in war, but both major sides always break them.
Well, there are rules in war that are only enforced by the winners.
Yeah, there you go. It's like history is written by the victors as well.
Yeah. Well, as the commander of U.S. Bomber Air Command said, if we lose, we're all war criminals.
Yep.
Oh, especially Bomber Command. Yeah.
And I think that was after the firebombing of Tokyo.
Dresden was pretty bad too.
They all were bad.
Wow, these are some great after show topics. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, this is really cheery.
Yeah, this is great.
Does anybody work in set theory?
I thought we were just trying to point out how badass Canadians were, but
that's what I thought too.
Murder, death, murder, war, death, murder, death,
war,
murder,
death.
war. God damn.
Canadians are
cool.
Great.
Drive a hard bargain there, Canadians. Fine, you're cool. All right, damn.
Well, our military now consists of the Cobra chickens. We just put them in military fatigue, and they fly over the borders of everywhere and take over the countries.
Delta bomber formation. Get
That's
their
why
cars.
we renamed
Get the
to weapons grade
windshields.
pigeons.
I thought those were Canada geese.
Yeah.
Tomato.
AKA
potato.
Cobra chickens, AKA weapons grade pigeons.
Okay. Yeah.
Weapons grade pigeons.
AKA biological warfare.
These bastards pump out an awful lot of shit.
Biological warfare is
They
a
do.
toddler's stench right before bath night.
I'm telling you right now, there is nothing as a young soccer player you hate more is to see like a flock of Canada geese
Yeah.
just leaving your field. You're like, God damn it. Because they have to shit before they fly. So they just
They
dump
lighten their load.
all this fucking half-eaten grass everywhere. And it's in your cleats. It's all in your socks. It's fucking the worst.
Remember that hill you used to like to roll down? Not after the geese.
Not if they've been through.
Oh,
Now, they used to come and sit in the field out here like for weeks at a time. They would come during the springtime, and then the dogs would go out there and start eating the poop.
Oh.
And they
That's
would
a
all,
gross story.
there's like a field, because the dogs would get together and meet. All the neighbors would bring all their dogs up, and they'd have this little dog party out in the field. And of course, some of them are eating the poop, and then the next thing you know, they're all out there puking everywhere. So not only you got cobra chicken crap everywhere, now you got dog puking of
Half
cobra chicken crap
digest,
all over the
half
That's
digested cobra chicken crap.
Oh man,
There's better topic than the death and war and
place.
stuff.
we've
Gone
reached
from
John
that to
Waters. We've reached
poop
John
and
Waters'
puke.
level of conversation.
Anytime you
that's
see
a
a-
wrap.
I am not impressed. Look,
just remember, they're the remnants of dinosaurs, and some of them might be more fierce.
Yeah, never get on a chicken's bad side
Nope.
or a crow's because they'll remember you for forever.
yeah.
Crows are pricks.
Yep.
Crows.
Corvids will remember you. By the way, so do the Asian hornets.
Oh
Yeah,
Oh,
the big
yeah.
ones have photographic memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They will chase you, and if you're hiding somewhere, they will wait for hours.
I thought it was like up to a couple days.
Yep, they will wait.
Can
that
I
long.
just say this about the local crows? Since I've been feeding them every now and then, way less bird shit on my car. Way less. I've noticed a significant difference.
Ollie,
Correlation, not causation.
I
I would
know.
almost think you'd get the
stop
opposite.
taking my lines.
I what I think it actually is because they're coming through my yard now. They're regularly flying a different pattern, and they're just not flying directly over my car as much anymore. That's
might
what I
be.
think happened.
I'll buy that
So
for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
I used to have an expression similar to this one, HR. I used to say, yeah, I used to have a photographic memory. Now it's a pornographic memory.
Rated
I
R.
wish I had a pornographic memory. I've been looking out for that link.
Really,
again
it is
for
because
hours.
I just sit back and go, yeah, I remember sex. But I don't want to think about it too long, or else I just get depressed.
All around me are familiar faces.
Oh.
Well, that could be totally misconstrued too.
That version with the guy and his daughter.
I just
you
said
ever
it's
finish it,
visual that
Mikey?
I'm not going to
was
share.
it done? It was done.
Everybody hurts. Sometimes.
You keep your Neil pulls in your shirt tonight. Oh yeah, Stephanie wasn't here for that. That's right.
Oh, you
Wasn't
missed
I
the
here
Neil
for it?
pulse.
Neil
Neil
pulls.
pulls.
Neil
Oh
Pulse.
my!
Yeah, we were talking about me as a fish merman kind of thing, and then Mikey show the picture. Mikey made me into
Oh,
the mer guy from.
He didn't
But
say.
you can see my nipples, so I said, they're my Neil pulls.
that was good. Let's see if I can find it here. Pretty sure I saved that on desktop.
That's your desktop.
Which desktop? I've seen your desktop. Which one?
I have 3 desktops.
Yep.
And if you know what you're doing, you can have 8 versions of
But
each
why?
desktop. You
I got
can
stuff
have
to
your
do.
you can switch between like 2 virtual desktops, one for work, one for to switch back
Mhm.
in
Oh,
case
I
your
guess
boss
so.
walks by.
Because if you haven't found enough Chrome tabs to eat up your RAM, you can have extra desktops.
Well, that's why you use Opera, so you can tell it can only use so much.
Opera, I don't support.
Yeah,
it.
Opera's good for that.
Who doesn't like Opera?
Opera
Opera's
GX,
Apples.
you can actually tell it how much CPU and memory it can use.
Yeah, Opera doesn't work well on Apple stuff.
I thought Opera was an Apple product.
No.
It originally was an open source built for Apple, but it's since morphed into a PC.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Safari
the
is
Brave browser?
The what?
Brave browser.
Brave is based off of Opera.
Oh, I thought it was based off of Chrome.
No, Brave is Opera, and so is Opera GX.
Oh, okay.
Bro.
Canadian.
I need to probably switch up
I,
OS.
I use Brave on the work side for my personal computer.
How do you like it?
It's not as good as Opera GX, but the privacy side of it is nice.
Is the privacy better than Opera then?
Yeah, the Brave's internal coding is better for that than GX, but I mean, unless you're using a VPN, like the nice thing about Opera is it has its own VPN built in.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah. That's what I liked about it too.
And all you can do,
I
if
didn't
you're
install it on
if you're
this.
going to be shopping or something like that, just turn the VPN on, and obviously you notice a good chunk of your speed decrease. But if you're going to to buy something off a website you may not trust all that well, it's it's an
Yeah, I'm not
extra
doing that.
layer.
I'm not buying anything ever.
And then
I
you
think
can
the less-
also hook into the Tor network through GX.
I wouldn't recommend
Like for
doing that
torrents, yeah, I'm good.
shit. No, Tor is like
Dark web.
that's dark web shit.
Oh yeah, I'm
No,
good.
it's a decentralized node.
No, centralize my shit.
So everything that you do is encrypted through, I think, a minimum of 3 nodes on Tor. Now people use Tor because it's very hard to track somebody through those 3 nodes, and so that they can go to the dark web and do whatever. But Tor by itself is
It's become synonymous with
Yeah.
it. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
They've
What y'all
been
doing on the dark web?
I think
Why y'all hide?
colloquial linked.
Where else are you supposed to hire assassins?
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know anybody. Like, is there anything good to be done on the dark web other
there
than
are-
hiring assassins?
Dark
Oh, yeah,
web
lots.
actually does really well for a few things, especially for journalists, for sources in journalism, for anonymous
Yeah,
sources,
that's right.
and
For-
things of that
for-
nature.
For murdering your sources?
It's actually done very well for somebody like me who has contacts in the journalism world, investigative journalism, to get tips on things ahead of time so that I know like something may be coming down the pike, and to avoid certain investment companies that may have some pretty bad news coming out about them.
Insider
And you can
trading.
also get tip-offs from the FBI about what their plans are and who they're going to raid.
Oh yeah, I heard that. That's something that's fairly new too, isn't it? Well, within the past
New.
like 5 years or something.
Yeah. Okay.
I heard
So
about that. That's
like,
crazy, if you ask me.
FBI better leave my ass alone. I don't
um,
want to talk to y'all.
I mean, unless you got child porn, they're pretty much going to leave you alone.
Yeah.
Then we good. Then we should never speak ever.
Mm-hmm.
But Omaha's got a big financial crimes division for the FBI, so we're in contact quite a bit.
Is there any new shows that anybody has on a streaming service that everybody should watch? I'm watching Last of Us right now.
I haven't started
And,
watching that, but I
I've been
heard
meaning to watch that.
I just watched
Yeah,
Pedro
Mandalorian season
Pascal escort a little child around. Wherever Pedro Pascal is, I'll just watch him escort a child.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
this
his
seems
job.
to be that way right there.
Yep.
Mr. Mom.
Whether
like
that
Pedro,
child
he's
is
good.
green or Lady Mormont, whatever.
I thought who is he the sword? He was a sword teacher, right?
No,
No.
he was,
What was he?
He was the Dornish prince.
Yeah, he was Tyrion Lannister's defender there in the fight against the Mountain.
The guy that got mountained.
Yeah.
That's a verb now. He be mountained.
I think that happened to him.
Are they going to do any more of the new House of the Dragon? Like, are we seeing another season of that?
Yeah, there's going to be another
I hope
season.
so. Neopol's. Neopol's.
Neopals.
There's my Neopals. Everybody worship my Neopals.
King Triton holding his Triton because I didn't know how words worked. Like, that's a stupid name. So his name is Triton and he uses a Triton?
Mhm.
No, it's a trident. That's what I said. Did you see that the apparently the cartel apologized for those guys snatching those that family at the border? This came out like a couple of hours ago.
Didn't
Oh
know.
yeah, because they thought they were like Honduras or Guatemalan drug runners.
So the
And
cartel
still got
offered
an American family.
so the cartel offered them up as tribute with a I'm sorry note. Just stripped them and handcuffed them and dropped them off. So these are the guys you're looking for. Here you go. We didn't
Hi,
tell them to do
Anton.
that. Anton.
Anton Gomez.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Wait a minute.
Wait 1 minute.
Never mind. It's okay.
Uh-oh. Someone's stirring the pot.
This movie's bad. She's talking about Twilight, and I agree. Actually,
leave
I
Batman
don't
alone.
have an opinion on Twilight because I've never seen a fucking second of any of those movies, except for
Neither
what
have I, Neil. I got to agree with you. I've never seen any of the Twilight.
No interest at all.
We can't be missing anything.
I figured it must be a movie for somebody else, and I didn't feel right watching it, so I just left it be. This is clearly not written for me.
Who were the Anne Rice? What were the Anne Rice movies back in the '90s? Now those were good.
Interview.
That
Interview with the Vampire.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
good stuff.
It was okay.
I read.
I've read the books.
Yeah, the books are
and
pretty meaty.
It was there's a lot they left out, but it was good.
Yeah.
I think they should. She wanted, when I saw an interview with Anne Rice many years ago, probably late 80s, early 90s. She wanted Julian Sands to play Lestat because that's the kind of figure I guess she was thinking of when she wrote the character. It's Julian. You know who Julian Sands is?
I do.
Nope.
Okay. For those of you who don't, watch the movie Warlock. He plays the bad guy. It's the blonde guy in Warlock. And she wanted him
He's been in more than that.
to be Lestat. Oh, yeah. But that's probably the most well-known one. That
Yeah.
he's been in.
Yeah. I saw him in I'm trying to think.
And with
He's
what's his
missing.
name? Huh?
He's missing.
Yes. Well, I doubt it, but they're saying that he's missing right now. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Julian
sheriff
Sands is not
says
missing.
outcome may not be what we would like.
Yeah, they're thinking that he may have he went somewhere like on a trip or something, and he hasn't come back since. So it could be that he is no longer with us. Eventually, I'm sure they'll find out. But yeah,
So he is missing.
so Anton's like, I've seen the whole Twilight Saga several times. Well, you know what they say, Anton. Nobody's perfect.
We
Team
forgive
Edward.
you.
It's all right.
And then you join a soccer team.
Have you all had an ex-Scientologist on here? Yes, I have.
Mhm.
Chris Shelton was on. It was a long time back, but yes. I should
Is
probably
that
try and
the
find some
only
more.
Scientologist? Yeah.
Nope. I've had what was her name?
Don't look over here. I'm terrible these days with names.
I know. I'm just old. Anyways, I've had a couple of folks from Scientology on here. I've also had an ex-guru in the world of woo and crystal healing and shit like that. Yeah, she actually lives in my city. So
Have you had Telltale
we're
on
supposed to
yet?
go for a beer at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Telltale on. Well,
Yeah,
like a
I
long time
haven't
ago.
Owen was on.
Owen's sister was on here as well.
Yep.
Owen came on because B wanted to do the episode with him. So Owen and B were on at the same time.
Right on. Was that before they were forced to move?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it
Way
is.
before.
I've had coffee with Owen in New York. He is quite a bit happier living in the city.
Yes, yes, he is. Last time I saw Owen, he was beaming. So
Yeah, he.
That's really good.
I think he enjoys living on the island much more than he lived in West Virginia.
I feel like this little town in Illinois is very similar to his. It's just that red.
Not surprising. I'm guessing you're in Southern Illinois.
No, that's the crazy part is I'm only 2 hours outside of Chicago, one of the best cities in the world and a very blue city.
Yeah, but the rest of the state is darn near bleach red.
Yeah, I've started to realize it's just about rurality. If that's a word.
Yeah, well, okay.
It's south of
so-
80. Anything south of 80, it's red.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you draw the political divide line can actually be done at 800 people per square mile density.
Yeah.
Oh. Anton, that would be Jessica Schaub.
I remember that.
She used to travel the world as a guru, and she had people that would follow her around and worship her and stuff like that. And I've heard, though, I'll check with her personally, but I've heard that she's kind of dipped a little back into some of it. So I'll double check with her. We're supposed to go for a beer at some point. So, well, I'll have coffee, I guess, because I can't drink anymore. She
I'll
lives in
have
Vancouver,
ecstasy.
I'll
Because I can't have
big
beer.
fat doobie. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, she's a great gal. She's really smart. She finally saw through the nonsense and said, "Yeah, I'm done with this crap." She felt. She mentions it in the interview that she felt that what she was doing could have possibly potentially hurt some people, so she didn't want to do that anymore. So,
Well, I hope that's good.
yeah. So, yeah, it's a good one. It's a good interview. So check it out. We have a couple of laughs in it too. Local humor stuff. So, anyway.
Oh, comical local humor.
Yeah. That's why when I have folks like Jake on, we can laugh about some local comedy type stuff too, because Jake's not that far away from me, and BC is also kind of considered the Pacific Northwest area as well, except I call it the Pacific Southwest because we're in southern Canada.
That's why they wear cowboy hats.
That's right. That's right. I don't even own a cowboy hat, dude.
Which one of you is closer to where Jordan Peterson's from, Ollie or you, Neil?
Oh, Ollie.
Where's he
That'd be
from?
Ollie.
Ontario?
Yeah,
Toronto.
Toronto.
Toronto? I was born in Toronto,
Ah,
so
Same hospital.
I hope not.
Jordan Peterson.
They were best
You're
friends
gonna
growing
go-
up.
Isn't Peterson originally from Alberta?
you might be.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I can't do his voice.
I could
I
care less.
think originally he's from Alberta. Obviously he was at the
It's
University.
a professor
of
at the
Toronto.
University of Toronto. So
Way to go, Canada! You let one
who the
let
hell's
one pass the
Abigail
net.
Thorne?
It's the substrate of the fractures of society.
Listen, you got don't talk to us as a Canada-U.S. thing. You guys got Trump. You Trump everything.
Oh, hey, yeah. I don't know.
And you have Kevin Sorbo.
There you go.
Either of those two is trying to dip their toe into, I don't know, that kind of.
I could throw a bunch of
You
names.
guys produced Brian
Trigger
Adams.
your vomit.
You still need to apologize for Brian Adams.
Yeah, he was born in Edmonton.
No.
He was
What's
born
he-
in Edmonton.
okay, well, there you go. Emma Thorne would be great too. I think I've reached out to her, but she's never answered me.
Same.
So
So I let it go. We
Yeah.
don't want to bother
I-
people.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I poke at him. I also want. There's a bunch of folks. Derek
And Poker
Smalley.
Grandma.
I
What?
poked at him too because he said he wanted to come on. Shannon Q had what's his name? Fantastic or something like that. The PHAN fanatic. I don't know what the fuck his name is.
Fantastic Sam's. Yeah.
No, what the hell is his name? She had him on because he's a rapper. who
Jeremy.
was religious.
Fanatic, PHAN.
And
Yeah,
came out of it. It was a very good show. I would love to have him on as well, but I've tried poking at him a couple times on Twitter and no answer. So
Well,
I
I
tried
am
to
looking for
can't get
folks,
his name
guys.
right.
I really am, and I'm poking at people. And I want Force Valkai on here. I want. Why can't I remember fucking names
Gibbon?
today? Who?
It's not a good day for it.
That's a given.
She's already been on.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's been on.
Gutsick, yeah.
Oh yeah, Gibbon's been on here. Yeah. Oh shit.
Celine Dion, Justin Bieber, Brian Adams.
Freedom from Religion Foundation founder.
Randy.
No.
No.
Isn't it something Randy?
No,
No,
that's not
no.
James Randy. James Randy's
Dr.
badass.
Dr. Ray.
Dan Barker?
Dr.
Dan
Ray?
Barker.
Dan
Dan
Barker.
Barker.
Dan
Yeah,
Barker.
Recovering
Yes,
from
you've
religion
had Dr. Ray
is
on.
Dr. Ray.
It's
I've had
Dr.
Dr. Ray
Ray,
on.
yeah.
Dr. Ray's a hoot and a holler. That's all.
That was a great interview. Yeah.
Yeah, we had so much fun with him. I want to get Dan Barker on here and Lori Gaynor on here.
Gloria Gaynor?
Gloria Gaynor.
The Gloria Gaynor.
Lori
Okay.
Gaylor,
Oh,
whatever
man.
it is.
Oh, Walmart Gloria Gaynor.
I'll survive that episode, I guess.
Oh no!
At first you were afraid and petrified.
At first, you were a guest. I was petrified.
Thinking, how am I gonna live? With you by my side.
I mean,
I love this guy.
your white whale is probably the guy who played Q.
Yeah. That's
We had John
that's
Delancey
Moby
on?
Dick. No, that's the Moby Dick of the show.
John
Is to try to get
Delancey.
John Delancey. If John Delancey comes on, that's the last episode. I'm out. I'm tapping out. We're not topping that. And who wants to follow John Delancey? Not me.
Alan Alda.
I'd love to
Picard.
get him on here.
That's why I said he's your Moby Dick.
Or Neil
Yeah.
deGrasse Tyson.
No, you know who would be really good, but it would have to be a deconversion story. Would be like somebody like Kent Hovind. That would be a seller.
not-
If he quit religion and
You
discussed
know what,
it
dude?
yourself.
Even if Hovind became an atheist, I still wouldn't have his
I
fucking.
was
There
about-
you go.
I was about to say, have fun, Neil. I ain't talking to him.
He,
Fuck
he,
that guy.
Exactly.
he employs child molesters at his park.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's the newest ball.
Why do you think? Why do you think? What's his name there that was hanging with him for a while walked away?
Matt.
His
Matt
son.
Powell.
Matt Powell.
Matt Powell.
His son.
You,
I think
You
this
body
is hilarious because even Matt Powell was like, "No, dude."
you body slam that.
Yeah,
recommendation
exactly,
with the no.
exactly.
Right.
I'm not hanging out with him.
Yeah. So I am looking for people, but it's getting harder and harder and harder. It's like we're running out of atheists or something.
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out there. You've got 3,000 subs and 500 episodes. Some people are just resting on their laurels, is all I can say.
Yeah, maybe.
You crank them
maybe,
out.
yeah.
Maybe.
Did you get a hold of that guy from England that I was trying to? That's now studying biology.
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
Did
I
you
know he
hook
was
me up with
real-
them? Or?
Yeah. I talked to an ad like I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. Some guy I contacted. He's looking for people to. He had no followers, so I got him. I blasted him
Bye.
Well, I'm following him.
with my 2,000
I-
followers, but he got a whole
Oh,
bunch.
right.
That,
I was going to get in touch with him, Michael, but he doesn't have his DMs open.
Right.
So, and he's not following me.
Huh.
So
Okay.
maybe you can put a bug in his ear again.
Maybe he had no idea that that's what had to happen there. I don't. Maybe. I mean, he did seem kind of ignorant of Twitter. He was real new to it.
Well, talk to him again. See, I've said just tell him to follow me, and that'll open up the DMs, and we can talk via that.
If their DMs are even like that, that's not even, most people turn their shit all the way off now.
Have you
That's the fun, yeah.
People will follow me back, or I'll follow someone that's following me back, and I still can't DM them. I just have them off.
Jay Bundy.
have
Jay
you
Bundy.
had the guy from Deep Drinks on, David McDonald?
I want to say yeah.
Don't know who that is.
I got a question. So Paula Gia has been doing these live shows with a guy with a big beard.
Yeah.
That's not the guy from Arrested Development, is it?
No.
Okay.
What?
For some reason, I was thinking that's because the last time I saw, what do they call him? Mr. No Nude. He's a very famous Canadian. Isn't he a Canadian actor? Comedy actor? Any you know who I'm talking about?
I have no idea what's going on right now.
Oh, no Arrested Development.
This is just everyone just listing names of people I don't know for the last 10 minutes. I'm just in a blur here.
Oh, you're talking about the weird brother who did magic?
Yeah.
On
No,
Arrested
that not the brother who did magic, but the so they had a sister, right? And her husband. He only wore shorts in the shower. Was one of it's on the show. He became a blue man too for like the end of the series.
Yeah, he's that's not him.
I can't think of his name, but he's very, very
Only we had a machine to look up the names of people that we couldn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of device.
Google it in a second.
There you go.
Mikey, your passive aggressiveness is just legendary.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's how I plan on raising my little drop of heaven.
Yeah, she'll look at you and say, "Yeah, hey,
David
I
Cross.
thought I talked to you. No, it's fine. It's fine. Well, what's wrong? No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. You got it all figured out. Go ahead.
You're talking about David Cross, right?
Yeah, I do believe. Yeah, is he Canadian?
Who?
David Cross. He became famous with here I go again with the name I don't have.
God, look it up. I am DP this man.
All right, David Cross.
Atlanta, Georgia, USA. He's born in the US.
Oh, he was.
Or just ask Chat GPT. You can ask him in conversational form.
Stop talking to the machines. This is
Have you
not
had-
going to work out.
Yeah, have you had the AI on yet?
God. You know what? I can't wait to go out on my little island with no internet or nothing. Because when the AI and the Skynet starts to fall on all of y'all, I will be far away. And I have always said thank you to my Siri, and hopefully they'll just let me be. Just let me be out there.
Bob Odenkirk. That's the other dude's name. I thought they were both Canadian. I guess I was wrong.
Oh, you're talking about Saul?
Yeah,
Saul,
he was.
Better Call
They
Saul,
started
yeah.
as comedy partners together way back in the 80s, and they were funny.
Saul Goodman.
Did you see his film Nobody?
I wanted to, but I wanted
It's
to
good.
finish Better Call Saul
I did
first.
see that. Yeah.
I felt like that was that's my dessert from when I finished Better Call Saul. The cherry on top.
It was a good movie.
It has anyone finished both that and Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Not quite.
How far? Who said not quite? Jake.
Yeah.
How far are you, Jake, in Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad? Which one are you not finished with?
I finished Breaking Bad, but I haven't finished Better Call Saul. I think I'm a couple seasons in.
Okay, for your couple seasons, I kind of like it better than Breaking Bad, but for different reasons.
Yeah, I totally get that. Because you can't recapture the magic with
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Breaking Bad will still be better, but you can't go back to it as well.
Mm.
I like that Bryan Cranston and his wife from Malcolm in the Middle did a short episode where he wakes up and he goes, "Wow, I had this dream where I was a drug lord."
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
They kind of stole that from Bob Newhart. He did that at the end of one of his.
Yeah, the last
famous
Newhart show.
Yeah.
Getting whacked with a golf ball.
Very famous episode.
No, it says Vince Gilligan is the director. He did write it. I was gonna say because the writing on Better Call Saul, I feel like the writing on Better Call Saul is better. Like the action and the adventure and the what's gonna happen next is probably more in Breaking Bad, but I feel like the writing is tighter and it's like more. It's almost more like a drama than the dealing with the
Think of
cartel and everything else.
Think of it as the prequel, like the 8th season of Breaking Bad. They've got it down pat already.
Yeah.
So your first season or two of a good, decently long running show are always rough, but are usually rough anyways.
Yeah.
So
It's an
Baby
old show, but
seasons.
I remember getting sucked in right away. Do any of you ever see 24 with Kiefer?
yeah,
Man,
that was good.
Shit. The heck in the day that was the shit.
It was super unrealistic on a number of things.
Oh
but
my
it
God.
was a great show.
Hyper.
The early seasons were a lot better than the later ones.
Every
Yeah.
time I see that, man, I'm like, maggots. You're eating maggots, Michael. Like every time I see him for no reason, that Lost Boys clip just plays in my
Every
head.
time I see an Allstate commercial, I'm like, oh, look, it's President Palmer.
Or,
I think a girl from that show just died. I can't. What was her name?
hey, happy man.
I
Enough
know.
with the death.
Life happens, man.
Cool. Anybody else want to talk about everybody else who's dead? Since that's what we're right now. It's like,
Yeah, I think
who's-
I've almost died enough for
Yes.
rest.
For the stream, yep.
It's got us all covered. What's the yellow peanut's name? JK.
Yellow
Simmons?
penis. What?
Peanut.
Oh, well.
And the Omni Man. That's his name to me now. Like he'll never do anything.
Video. Sorry, I got some text from a family member, HR. I apologize.
I know she's not talking. A few moments later, I hit her with
No,
her
not
own
still.
sound alert like 15 times in a row yesterday. It was great. He's all my point.
Non-stamp, non-stamp collector has not been on.
Uh-uh.
Rebecca Watson. Why does that sound familiar?
That does sound familiar. Who is that? Let's see.
She was,
Non-stamp.
she's a biologist involved in free thought, the free thought blogs. People, she was
Dark
famous.
Matter? Did you do Dark Matter?
Yeah, I was asking.
Dark Matter said he would come on if it was just me. He
Oh,
wanted
I
to do it with
remember you
more than
saying,
one
yeah.
person.
Yeah,
And I said, well, unfortunately,
I'm a 3-piece.
I
Well-
said, unfortunately, my producer is my co-host as well, so I'm not going to kick Mikey out just for your sake. It's just not going to happen. So, and maybe one day he'll change his mind and come on. But
Maybe he can
wouldn't-
come on when I'm on my paternity leave.
yeah, maybe, yeah, I can see.
If
I
he's
can-
so,
maybe
if
I
he's
can
so
arrange that.
adamant about it. I
Did
won't
he
be-
say why?
Do you say why?
Almost
He's not comfortable, I guess, talking to more than one person at a time on a live stream. I don't know.
So then he wouldn't do
I
the
don't-
after party at all.
Right, right.
He wouldn't do the after party either, right? So
He's
no,
in
I get
shape.
it because he's a busy guy as well. So I get that.
No one's too busy for you, Neil.
Skeptic.
And-
I think I have had Skeptic on.
That sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
Me too.
Stephanie, have I seen Dark Matter in the chat over on the line a lot lately?
I
Steph-
did
not
Stephanie?
see it there.
I don't know.
Okay. I feel
I
like
would
I
love
did.
to have John on. Like John's a great guy, and his work that he's done, his activism is amazing, and I would love to have him on, but no, yes, HR. I know Skeptic is Rebecca Watson. That's why I'm like, why does that sound familiar? And when you said Skeptic, I'm like, ding, 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 the little light bulb in my head.
Like I like when people say
Like
people's
light bulbs
real
go ding.
when people say people's real names, I'm like, all right, but what's their Twitter at?
Yeah, but what's their online name?
Yeah, because
That's their
that's
pseudonym.
that's how I can really remember them.
Because at least your Twitter name, your Twitter @ is unique.
Pocket
Well,
locker.
not so much because most people are the blah 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 atheist, the
Never
something
heard of
something atheist, something something the atheist.
Check them out.
Pocket locker.
Glad I didn't do that.
When I first saw it, I thought I read Potholer, like Potholer 54 or whatever.
Oh man,
I love
It would be
potholes.
cool. I would love, you know who I'd love to have on here? Theremin Trees. Have you guys watched any Theremin Trees video?
Oh yeah.
He's
Did a great one.
amazing. The way he articulates some of this stuff, I'm just like, I feel like I have the brain of a slug when I watch his videos. So
Hey, you're our slug,
Wow.
all right, Neil. Don't
All
be so
right.
down on yourself. Don't be so down on yourself.
I saw that one, HR.
yeah, I saw that too. Like Dark Matter and Shannon, they did. Was it The Line that they did
Yeah.
together, or
Well,
Atheist Experience? I couldn't remember.
No, it was on the line, but I don't remember what show it was.
Skeptalk. I think it was
Skeptalk.
Skeptalk. Something
Okay.
like that.
As opposed to
Shannon's
step-
awesome. I had Shannon on a long time ago. She was one of my first season 1 people.
wow.
We've known each other for quite some time now. And Paula Gia finally caved. Was it last year? And,
Yeah.
came on the show.
Who lives
HR,
closer,
your link.
who lives closer to them, you or Ollie?
Oh,
On
Ollie
me,
by a
I'm
long
4 hours
shot.
drive away from
Yeah, I don't know Canada. I don't know where the hell they live. I don't-
So Neil is
Okay.
literally on the West Coast.
Yes,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are the two coasts.
Yep.
And this being the West Coast, that's me.
Ollie's
Being
on
the
the
East
other.
Coast, that's
Paul-
Ollie.
Paul and
Ollie-
Shannon
Yeah.
are
Ollie's east of the.
There's like
Ollie's east of
5,000
East
kilometers
Coast.
in between us.
Paul and Shannon are in Nova Scotia,
A lot of moose.
halfway between Ollie Man and me.
I'm about a 4.5 hour drive from where they live.
Right on.
It's,
And
I
also
always-
HQ. Hold on, real quick. HQ, your link is in the is in your Twitter DMs. You're not gonna just chide me from the side chat. You get in here and do it in person, okay? I'm not
Well-
reading all that.
Excuse me.
Hmm.
It's been an hour and a half, so I was actually just about to wrap this up.
I don't care.
Uh,
She needs to get in here for the last 6 seconds and yell at me in person. Damn it! I have earned it.
I just love asking them what time is it in Canada.
In Canada, we
Make it
have
sound-
like
20 after
6
12
time zones
here.
or some shit
It's
20 after 12 here.
20 after 12
20 after
where
8.
Ollie is.
for me.
20 after 8.
Well, you know, Jake, because you're in the same time zone as me.
That's it.
All right? We're fucking neighbors, buddy.
We are.
I'm surprised they didn't just say hockey time.
Hockey time in Canada. It's always time for hockey and
It's
maple
hockey
syrup.
time.
See here. It's
Anyways,
always,
guys.
taco time.
I got to wrap this up because it's now. See, I get up even earlier now because the new guy that works with me
Oh,
in
you
the
gotta train him?
antifreeze, I go pick him up, and
Oh, yeah.
it's about 10 minutes difference out of the way. So, but he would have to bus there, and he wouldn't get to work till after start time. So I'm like, let me come be the guy. I'll come get you and take you home and shit like that, so you don't have to deal with that. And I'm glad I do that because the guy he's a fucking beast. Like he knows his shit. So yeah. Anyway. Thanks again, Jake, my man, for bailing my ass out for tonight. I need more folks to bail my ass out there, guys. So tell all your friends that I'm
Your
looking
buckets.
for people to come and share their stories on here.
Saturday's open. Dungeon Queen Tuesday.
Dungeon Queen's on Tuesday. Saturday is open still. I just booked Hadrian for the 25th. So Saturday the 25th is taken. He's next Muslim, which I want to get more of on the show. I'm trying to get Susanna from Atheist Republic on here as well. Because I already had the other ass hat. I already had Armin on. So because Armin was actually living in Vancouver at that time, and we used to get together every once in a while. And he finally said, "Yeah, all right, I'll come on your show." So anyway, and I've got BB the Piggy Princess who will be on here on Tuesday, March 21st.
All right.
Yeah, she's so fun, so much fun. Yeah, and that's it. So I've got like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days left that I have to fill in March.
Some real
So-
estate.
Sorry, 6 days that I have to fill in March. Anyways, Hadrian is going to be in there. Hi and bye, people. Love your faces and see you next time. Hey, Eric. All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you guys had a good time tonight. And also thanks to my awesome patrons and our members. We now are up to, I think, 10 members now, I think? We're in the double digits. I think it's 10 now. Yeah.
So we're officially we file under RICO statutes at this point, I believe.
So if you want to become a member, just click the little join button, and every little bit helps, you guys. And just you being in the side chat also helps. So I do appreciate you doing that as well. Because that's how the algorithms get better and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but anyway, tonight's guest, Jake4D. If you missed the interview, there is a link to it in the description box below. And if you go over there, you'll find Jake's links so you can stalk him on the interwebs.
Do it.
Do it. Come.
All right.
Come say hi.
Thanks, everyone. And like I always say, and don't worry, I'll hit the right musical thing this time.
Sure you will.
Wait a minute. Until next time, guys, like I always say, like the late great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
I'm a daddy.
Something Randolph would say.